Hello, Rick here. So glad you could join me. Today on the Narrow Road to Life, we're going to be continuing to talk about preachers of the past, primarily in the time period of the 1800s to the 1900s. And today's preacher we're going to be talking about is Archibald Brown, and he was a British preacher. And this is what I found, a little bit of information on him. Archibald Brown was a Calvinistic Baptist minister, a student, friend, and associate of Charles Spurgeon, and from 1908 to 1911, pastor of the Metropolitan Tabernacle in London, the church earlier pastored by Spurgeon. And so this is the message that Archibald Brown taught, and this one is called Feeding Sheep or Amusing Goats. Evil is in the professed camp of the Lord, so gross in its impudence that the most short-sighted Christian can hardly fail to notice it. During the past few years, this evil has developed at an alarming rate. It has worked like leaven until the whole lump ferments. The devil has seldom done a more clever thing than hinting to the church that part of their mission is to provide entertainment for the people, with a view of winning them. From speaking out from the gospel, the church has gradually toned down her testimony, then winked and excused the frivolities of the day. Then she tolerated them in her borders. Now she has adopted them under the plea of reaching the masses. My first contention is that providing amusement for the people is nowhere spoken of in the scriptures as function of the church. If it is a Christian work, why then did not Christ speak of it? Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature and provide amusement for those who do not relish the gospel. No such words, however, are to be found. It did not seem to occur to him, where do entertainers come in? The Holy Spirit is silent concerning them. Were the prophets persecuted because they amused the people or because they confronted them? The concert has no martyr role. Again, providing amusement is in direct antagonism to the teaching of the life of Christ and all his apostles. What was the attitude of the apostolic church to the world? You are salt of the world, not the sugar candy, something the world will spit out, not swallow. Had Jesus introduced more of the bright and pleasant elements into his teaching, he would have been more popular when many of his disciples turned back and no longer followed him. I do not hear him say, "Run after these people, Peter, and tell them that we will have a different style of service tomorrow, something short and attractive with little preaching. We will have a pleasant evening for the people. Tell them that they will be sure to enjoy it. Be quick, Peter. We must get the people somehow." No, Jesus pitied sinners. He sighed and wept over them, but never sought to amuse them. In vain will the epistles be searched to find any trace of the gospel of amusement. Their message is, therefore, come out from them and separate yourselves from them. Do not touch their filthy things. Anything approaching amusement is conspicuous by its absence. They had boundless confidence in the gospel and employed no other weapon. After Peter and John were locked up for preaching, the church had a prayer meeting, but they did not pray, "Lord, grant unto your servants that by a wise and discriminating use of innocent recreation, may we show these people how happy we are." No, they did not cease from preaching Christ. They had no time for arranging entertainments. Scattered by persecution, they went everywhere preaching the gospel. They turned the world upside down. That is the only difference from today's church. Lastly, amusements fails to the effect and desired. Let the heavy laden who found peace through the concert not keep silent. Let the drunkard, to whom the dramatic entertainment had been God's link in the chain of their conversation, stand up. There are none to answer. The mission of amusement produces no converts. The need of the hour for today's ministry is earnest spirituality joined with biblical doctrine, so understood and felt that it sets men on fire. Lord, clear the church of all the rot and rubbish the devil has imposed on her, and bring us back to apostolic methods. I pray that today's message has been an encouragement and a blessing to you. And if you have a comment that you'd like to share, leave it below. And until next time, take care and God bless.